What's up, everyone? Welcome to BCM, home of the safe bet. This is Michael. It's been a while, but I'm back. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Check out our Patreon page to become a Patreon family member where you will receive some cool perks. Want some merch? We've got t-shirts, the baseball caps, the phone covers, from boxing to crypto and everything in between. So head on over to InStock Shop to find something you like. You can find the link below. There is a fight that is guaranteed to bring action coming your way, and I would suggest setting your calendars for Saturday the 20th of November when Terence Crawford defends his WBO welterweight title against Shawn Porter in an ESPN pay-per-view main event that will also feature a co-main event, or at least I think it's still taking place, between two relatively untested and not very well-known fighters, Brazilian Esquiva Falcao versus the Canadian Patrice Volney in an IBF middleweight eliminator. Both of those fighters going in undefeated. Obviously, however, all eyes no doubt will be on the main event in the boxing mecca of the world, Las Vegas. If you're familiar with my channel, then you will know what a fan of Terence "Bud" Crawford I am, and I have followed his career since, I don't know, maybe his bout with Colombian Breeders Prescott, who at the time was Crawford's first real test in the pros, but he definitely pinged on my radar earlier than that. The undisputed, undefeated three-division champ has enjoyed a permanent fixture on the pound-for-pound list for some time and is often heralded in boxing officialdom and among active and retired professional fighter alumni as one of the best in the industry. But inevitably, criticism of professional athletes from the armchair experts is never far away.
Fucking Chuck Norris.
And so we hear such brain farts like, who has he fought? The answer is dangerous opponents of all types and fighting styles and at various stages in their careers, from ex-champions on their road back to redemption, title contenders, and at the time undefeated. Durable, physical, tricky and brave fighters like Kell Brook or Yuriorkis Gamboa, or rangy, sharp-shooting, hard punchers like Victor Postol or Jose Benavidez Jr. Rough and tumble fighters like Jeff Horn, who beat the legend and at the time still very dangerous Manny Pacquiao, and former champions like Julius Ndongo, Raimundo Beltran and Amir Khan. He's had 15 major world champion bouts and claimed or successfully defended championship belts in all of them. In other words, haters will always hate while winners keep on winning. A slick, switch-hitting boxer, Bud has plenty of gas left in the tank, and Shawn Porter will obviously offer up a challenge, no doubt. To overcome Porter, Crawford will rely on his timing and counter-punching, which is among the very best in the sport. His ring generalship, balance, and footwork will be something to watch for, as he will expect Porter to come at him and look to brawl. And even though Bud can trade, he will look to keep Porter at a range he feels comfortable outclassing him with his boxing, and where he can land some of that venomous and stinging power where and when he can. Bud will take a KO if he can get it, but Porter is super tough and has never been knocked out in his professional career, so Bud will look to grind Porter down and tally up on points. At 34 years of age, his career has plenty of life in it, and a record of 37 wins with 28 by way of knockout is very much still a work in progress. Shawn "Showtime" Porter has featured as commentator on many of Crawford's fights, and now that he is facing him, will come into this fight knowing exactly what he is up against and has had the luxury of analysing Bud for some time. Don't for a second, by the way, think that Showtime is even remotely intimidated, as he has made a career of taking on dangerous opponents. And the man doesn't know how to take a backward step. That's not how Showtime operates, and in fact he is a pit bull in the ring who likes to march forward and bring pressure. Then, looking at his resume, one can't help but be impressed with the level of competition and some of the names that he has overcome. Let me throw some of these names in your face. Danny Garcia, Andre Berto, Adrian Broner, Paul Malignaggi, and Devin Alexander. All these fighters, irrespective of the varying stages of their careers, brought with them unique challenges that the tenacious and gritty Porter had to overcome. Of the 35 professional bouts that Showtime has under his belt, 31 of those are victories with 17 KOs, 1 draw, and the 3 defeats he has endured came by way of points decision, and to very worthy opponents like Errol Spence Jr., Keith Thurman, and Kell Brook.
Respect.
Porter hits hard and sharp and has a way of drawing his opponents into a dogfight. And given he is often at a disadvantage in terms of height and reach, he has had to, throughout his career, force the fight on the inside. Lunging forward at his opponents at opportune moments to close the gap in well-timed and calculated attacks has been one strategy of Porter's, but he has more in his arsenal. His offense is the right balance of body and head attack, and he is evasive defensively, but more importantly, he is able to slip, bob and weave when coming in at his opponent and when putting combinations together. Showtime is exciting to watch, and he has the killer instinct when he can see his opponent is in trouble. And although he may not be as multi-dimensional, technically speaking, as Bud, Porter is a headache for any fighter, and at the age of 34, same age as Bud, Porter will continue to be a headache for opponents for at least a few more years. If I'm wrong, I'm happy to meet Michael J. Fox at a waxing salon and let him give me a back, crack and sack, but I can't go past my man Terence Crawford. He really is pound for pound one of the best, and I just don't see Porter getting past him. I have Crawford winning on points. Before we hear from the experts, a reminder that if you want to show your support, you can like, share and subscribe. You can help this channel grow by becoming a Patreon member, and don't forget to check out our online merch. Links provided in the description below. Life is a fight outside the ring, and if you are struggling with depression, anxiety, substance abuse, low self-esteem, debt, sleepless nights and so much more, I can tell you that I have been there, and I have some crazy stories to share, but more importantly, I turned my life around, and my experiences might help you to do the same. You can find out in my book, How to Get Out of Life Traps. It's available on Amazon. Just follow the link below. Looking for an opportunity to make money? You better jump on that cryptocurrency train. I'm not a financial advisor, but it's pretty obvious that it's growing in popularity and utility. You can mine coins like Bitcoin on your laptop, PC and mobile phone if they're half decent, and you can do it all for free. This is not a paid sponsor, simply a great opportunity and something that I'm doing. And CryptoTab can help you generate income. All you have to do is
Just do it!
Thanks, Shia LaBeouf. Click the links below and start earning money today. If you're after some merch from Boxing the Crypto, check out my online store. In Stock Shop has you covered. Follow the link in the description section below.